So start by getting yourself a plastic egg to use as a mold. So I choose to use an egg that comes apart lengthwise as opposed to the kind that's split in half, because the ones that split lengthwise, they're a wider surface, so it's a little bit easier to keep the paper mache on than it is on the ones that split in half. So cut some strips of tissue paper, and then I took a piece of old plastic packaging and wrapped my egg in it so that the paper mache wouldn't stick to it. Then you want to take a piece of paper mache and stick it across the center and paint that with some watered down school glue all over the whole thing. And then you'll take a second piece and overlap the first piece and paint that with some more watered down school glue. And then you'll put on a third piece. I found putting it on a paper tube made it much easier to paint with. And so you want to alternate lengthwise and horizontal strips until you have at least 3 layers to make your egg nice and solid. And you just want to let that dry. Once it's dry, undo the tape, pull the egg off the plastic egg, take out the little piece of plastic, and then you've got yourself a nice little paper mache egg. Just repeat the process to make a second one. So slip the plastic egg back under one of the eggs and draw a circle on the front side, about halfway up the egg. Then make a little cut in it and stick a pair of scissors in the cut and cut out that circle. And then you'll just cut off the excess tissue paper around the outside of each half of your egg so that all the edges are nice and smooth and half egg-like. So you can paint the inside of your egg any colors you want. I chose to do mine half green and half kind of a yellowy gold. And I matched that on both halves of the egg. Then I took some oval-shaped beads to use as mini Easter eggs, and I painted little Easter egg designs on them with different colors of paint. Then I cut a little bunny head out of some leftover scraps of craft foam, gave him a little pink nose, some pink on the insides of his ears, and some bright blue eyes. You can also do whiskers if you want. And took some sparkly plastic flower gems and glued those to the inside of my full half of the egg, glued in the bunny head, and glued in my little fake Easter eggs. So there's my little scene on the inside. So I took the half of the egg with the hole that I'd cut out, put some glue all the way around the edge of it there, and then just matched that up so the 2 egg halves matched and glued them together and let that dry. Once that was dry, covered the whole thing in a coating of white paint. Still a little lumpy because it's paper mache, but it definitely looks a lot better with the white. Run a line of glue all the way around where the eggs come together and tie it with a little piece of Easter colored ribbon. So then instead of frosting, you get to use puffy paint on these. So for mine, I just made a little flower right over the circular opening, a little pink petaled flower, and drew in all the petals, and then filled all those in, and then I did the leaves. So basically this is the equivalent of the frosting on the traditional panoramic Easter eggs. So there's my flower, and I just took a little bit of orange and went around the circular opening there, get some bright colors, and then I just put some little triangles off of it to make the design around there a little fancier. And so there's my entire panoramic Easter egg made out of paper mache instead of sugar. These are a lot of fun to make. You can use any colors you want, so have fun and happy Easter.